GWK-4M420 is a relic from an era when heavy duty meant exactly that. Built in Kiel, Germany during the interwar period, this engine wasn't designed for speed but for unstoppable endurance. It produced its maximum power at incredibly low RPMs, often fewer than 600, meaning it could run for weeks without breaking a sweat. It represents the transition from steam power to the diesel age, embodying the rugged engineering that defined early 20th century industry. The 1951 D47U is a versatile, wide-gauge crawler powered by the four-cylinder D315 diesel engine. Delivering roughly 43 drawbar horsepower, it's celebrated for its durability and iconic gasoline starting engine. Weighing 5 tons, this machine remains a favorite among collectors for its manageable size and classic mechanical engineering. This custom motorcycle utilizes a 1930s-era Lister Type D stationary engine. Producing a modest 1.5 to 2 horsepower, the engine relies on a heavy flywheel to maintain momentum. It is hopper-cooled, water-cooled via evaporation, and typically features a manual chain drive adapted for a heavy, low-revving industrial powertrain. Imagine an engine so rugged it doesn't need a radiator. The Deutz F12 L7 Ford is a 19-liter V12 beast that relies on a massive cooling fan rather than water. This made it a favorite for heavy-duty trucks and industrial machinery operating in deserts or Arctic tundras. Its modular design, where each cylinder is a separate unit, meant that if one part broke, you didn't have to scrap the whole engine. It's loud, heavy, and practically unkillable.
Cool.
The Bessemer 85 horsepower is a massive single-cylinder, two-cycle natural gas engine. It operates at low speeds, approx 180 to 220 RPM, to provide immense constant torque. Featuring twin 6-foot flywheels for inertia and a crosshead design to reduce cylinder wear, it represents the pinnacle of early 20th century industrial reliability. Eagle 6A is a high-performance industrial tractor powered by a robust 4.5-liter Cummins diesel engine. Engineered for extreme traction, it features a heavy-duty all-wheel drive system and significant ballast weight, up to 18,000 pounds, to prevent wheel slippage while towing massive loads in demanding all-weather aviation environments. The MOGUL 1020 refers to a legendary vintage tractor produced by the International Harvester Company between 1916 and 1919. It was a pivotal machine in the transition from steam engines and horse-drawn plows to the modern internal combustion tractor. Finding a 1947 Indian Chief Survivor, a bike that remains in its original, unrestored condition, is like discovering a time capsule of post-war Americana. It's the definitive heavy cruiser of its era, famous for those iconic deeply valanced fenders and the plush garden gate plunger rear suspension. In 1947, the Indian Chief wasn't just a motorcycle, it was a statement. While its rival, Harley-Davidson, was moving toward the overhead valve knucklehead, Indian stuck to its guns with the reliable, torque-heavy side valve, flathead V-twin. The ALLIS-CHALMERS WD, 1948 to 1953, was a revolutionary machine that helped modernize American farming. Its claim to fame was the power-shift rear wheels and the snap coupler hitch system, which allowed farmers to change wheel spacing and attach implements without breaking their backs or their patience. The J57 wasn't just an engine, it was a powerhouse of the 1950s that pushed aviation into the supersonic era. As the first jet engine in the US to produce 10,000 pounds of thrust, it earned the prestigious Collier Trophy. Its dual-spool design allowed planes to fly higher and faster than ever before. When that afterburner kicked in, it transformed a sleek interceptor into a literal rocket, capable of chasing down bombers at speeds well beyond Mach 1. giants, the ALLIS-CHALMERS Model M was the compact powerhouse of its day. While competitors were building massive, lumbering machines, the Model M offered agility and a surprisingly high power-to-weight ratio. It was the Goldilocks of tractors, small enough to maneuver through tight orchards, but rugged enough to pull heavy road grading equipment. The 1931 FARMALL Regular is the tractor that changed everything. Produced by International Harvester, it was the first all-purpose tractor, designed specifically to replace horses by being nimble enough to cultivate row crops while remaining powerful enough for heavy plowing.